Hi, Andy Miller with Shadetree Automotive. This is part of our environmental platform. It's a wastewater management device. All of the fluids and stuff that ends up on the floor are mopped up. We don't rinse them outside. We cook the oils off of them and clean that up as well as possible and boil this down to a small fine mess that turns out to look like tea when we're done. Takes 85 gallons of dirty mop water and turns it into about 4 gallons of 99% pure, clean, dirty water. And then this goes to a recycler in Portland who burns the rest of it off, but it makes the management of it a lot better. Just part of the process. This is actually a $7,500 to $8,000 device. Not cheap, but saving the world isn't cheap, is it? We do try to buy the majority of fluids and things like this in bulk. Notice the 55-gallon containers, windshield washer solvent, less plastic bottles, less transportation, less cardboard boxes. Part of the environmental platform. Oddly, they cost me more to buy in bulk than they do by the gallon or the quart. Welcome to being the small man. I'm also doing something that not a lot of people do, so as a result, then the price is higher. 55-gallon drum right here is our orange cleaner or citrus cleaner. The drum of that now is $1,800. It is one of the most environmentally friendly things we do in Shadetree Automotive. We try to reduce the really high volatile, caustic and health hazardous chemicals that have been known to the automotive industry for cleaners. Does a great job. It requires the use of the wastewater heater because you use water to rinse your parts. So it is also part of my environmental format. Another EMC product right here, the hot water parts washer. While it's not dish soap, it's basically dish soap with a few agents in it. So most of our parts are cleaned in this device. No harsh solvents or cleaners that are, bad for us, bad for the environment. Basically boils water with a little bit of soap agent in it, and we use that to clean heavy parts. It actually does a better job than harsh caustic cleaners. Rest of the shop, we're in the process of building one more aluminum bench, and the dirty part, where all the ugly is. We're moving into our oil filter crusher, another what you'd call environmental platform. Not a cheap device, used to crush oil filters, squeeze 99% of the oil out of the oil filters, rather than throwing them away with oil left over, residues that end up in the trash. These are recycled via several methods, but we crush almost all the oil out of them. Then they sit, you'll notice right here, they're draining in a rack. We let them sit and drain as long as possible before they leave the area. They do not get thrown in the trash. So more on convenience and environmental practices. I try to buy as much in bulk as possible. Engine oils, transmission fluids are pumped out of a truck in here. Stops the use of oil cans, corks, boxes. Makes it easier for us too. The disposal of those components is it's a nightmare to have to deal with. Again, out here in the middle of nowhere, we pay more for stuff in quantity than we do by the quart can, but it saves a lot all the way around. Shadetree Automotive, Green Tree Lane, White Salmon, Washington.